The stepover technique. On a quiet evening in Manchester, a young footballer sat mesmerized before his television screen, watching what would become one of the most iconic moments in football history. Cristiano Ronaldo, wearing the legendary number 7 jersey, approached a Bolton Wanderers defender with the ball at his feet. What happened next was pure magic. His feet began to dance around the ball in a hypnotic rhythm, moving so fast that the defender's eyes couldn't keep up. Left foot, right foot, circling the ball without ever touching it. The defender shifted his weight left, then right, completely frozen in confusion. And then, in a flash, Ronaldo exploded past him in the opposite direction, leaving the defender grasping at empty air. The crowd erupted in thunderous applause. The young footballer leaned closer to the screen, his heart racing with excitement. In that singular moment of brilliance, he witnessed the raw power of deception, the artistry of footwork, and the devastating effectiveness of a skill that has mesmerized defenders worldwide for decades. This was the stepover, the signature move of football's greatest entertainers. A technique so elegant yet so deadly that it has become synonymous with the beautiful game itself. The young player's eyes lit up with determination as he realized that this magical skill, this weapon of mass deception, could be learned, mastered, and wielded by anyone willing to dedicate themselves to the craft. He grabbed his ball and rushed outside, ready to begin his own journey toward mastering one of football's most legendary techniques. Inspired by the genius of Ronaldo and the countless legends who came before him, he held his breath, watching Ronaldo on the screen. His feet spun rapidly over the ball, and the defender froze in that instant. Right then, he understood. This is the stepover. The stepover, also known as the pedalada in Brazil or the scissors in some parts of the world, represents more than just a technical maneuver. It embodies the spirit of creativity, the essence of improvisation, and the pure joy of outsmarting an opponent through nothing but skill and audacity. This is the signature move that transformed Cristiano Ronaldo from a talented teenager into a global superstar. This is the technique that Ronaldo Nazario used to terrorize defenders across Serie A and La Liga. This is the art form that Ronaldinho elevated to theatrical performance, entertaining millions while making world-class defenders look like amateur players. Today, you will learn not just how to perform this skill, but why it works, when to use it, and how to make it your own deadly weapon on the football field. Whether you're playing in the streets, training with your academy, or competing at the highest levels, the stepover will give you that crucial advantage, that split second of confusion in your opponent's mind that creates the space you need to dominate. It's the number 7's technique, Cristiano Ronaldo's stepover. With just this one skill, you too can become a magician on the pitch. The stepover is fundamentally a deceptive, dribbling technique that relies on 3 core principles, working in perfect harmony: misdirection, balance, and explosive acceleration. Let me break down exactly what happens during the stepover, and why it's so devastatingly effective against defenders. First, the deceptive movement. As you approach a defender with the ball, you swing one foot in an arc, around and over the ball, from inside to outside, or outside to inside depending on the variation. This motion mimics the early phase of actually kicking, or pushing the ball in that direction. The defender's brain, trained through thousands of hours to read body language and anticipate ball movement, instinctively begins to shift their weight and adjust their positioning to block the anticipated direction. But here's the genius: you never actually touch the ball. Your foot circles completely around it, landing on the other side, while the ball remains stationary. The defender has already committed their weight, already begun their defensive movement. And suddenly they realize they've been fooled. Second, the balance and control element. Executing a stepover while maintaining complete control of your body and the ball requires exceptional core strength, ankle stability, and spatial awareness. You must keep your center of gravity low and balanced, your eyes capable of tracking both the ball and the defender simultaneously, and your body ready to explode in any direction at a moment's notice. The ball must stay close enough to your feet that you maintain possession, yet far enough that your stepping foot can circle around it smoothly. This is why the stepover looks effortless when performed by masters like Ronaldo or Neymar. They've trained their bodies to maintain perfect equilibrium, even while performing these rapid, complex movements. Third, and most crucial, is the explosive acceleration that follows. The stepover itself creates only a moment of confusion, perhaps half a second where the defender is caught wrong-footed. But that's all you need. The instant your stepping foot plants on the ground after circling the ball, you must explode with maximum acceleration in your chosen direction, usually opposite to where your fake suggested. This burst of speed, combined with the defender's momentary paralysis, creates separation and opens up space for a shot, pass, or further dribbling. The acceleration phase is what transforms the stepover from a flashy trick into a genuinely effective tactical weapon. So what exactly is a stepover? It's a fake movement, where your foot rapidly circles around the ball without touching it. The defender becomes confused about which direction you'll go. In that split second, you explosively accelerate in the opposite direction. Deception, balance, and explosive power. When these three elements combine perfectly, the stepover becomes complete. Let me take you back to a moment that every football fan remembers. A moment that has been replayed millions of times and still gives viewers goosebumps. It was 2003 at Old Trafford, the Theatre of Dreams. And an 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo was about to announce his arrival to English football in the most spectacular way imaginable. Manchester United were playing Bolton Wanderers, and the young Portuguese winger received the ball on the right flank. What happened next would be etched into football folklore forever. Ronaldo faced up against his defender, a seasoned professional, who had battled against some of the best players in the Premier League. The defender approached cautiously, knowing he was facing someone special, but confident in his experience and defensive abilities. Then Ronaldo began his performance. The first stepover came so fast the defender barely registered it. His left foot whipped over the ball, and the defender's weight shifted slightly. Before he could recover, the right foot followed. Another rapid circle around the ball. The defender was now fully engaged, trying to read where this tricky teenager would go. Third stepover, left foot again, the defender's head began to spin. Fourth stepover, right foot, the defender was now completely frozen, unable to commit either direction. And then came the fifth stepover, a final flourish that left the defender utterly bewildered, his feet planted helplessly as Ronaldo exploded past him with contemptuous ease. The crowd erupted into a mixture of applause and laughter, not mocking the defender but celebrating the sheer audacity and brilliance they had just witnessed. Commentators struggled to find words adequate to describe what they had seen. 5 consecutive stepovers, each one perfect, each one adding another layer of confusion, building to that climactic burst of acceleration that left the defender looking like a statue. That single moment, lasting no more than 3 seconds, perfectly encapsulated everything that made Ronaldo special: the technical excellence, the fearless confidence, the theatrical showmanship, and the devastating effectiveness. It wasn't just a skill move, it was a statement of intent. This young player was declaring to the football world that something special had arrived. Years later, defenders still talk about that match. Coaching staffs still use that footage in training sessions as the perfect example of how to execute multiple stepovers. And young players around the world still try to recreate that magic in their own games. 2003, Manchester United. A young Ronaldo stood before a Bolton defender. And then it began. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. 5 consecutive stepovers. The defender completely froze, and the crowd went wild. That moment was the birth of a legend. Now you understand the stepover, not just as a technical skill, but as an art form, a psychological weapon, and a gateway to football mastery. How do you transform from someone who knows about the stepover to someone who owns it as part of their natural game? It starts with patience and dedication. Begin in a stationary position. Just you and the ball, no pressure, no opponents. Practice stepping over the ball with your left foot. Then your right, finding that smooth rhythm, that circular motion that feels natural and controlled. You can do this. Start stationary, practice with dribbling, and adjust your timing. In real matches, legends aren't born. They're created on the pitch, day by day. So, are you ready to become a legend?